I spend every single hour, every single minute, every single second on video call with Mary every single day.
This can't be real. This can't be real. This can't be freaking real. Oh my goodness gracious me.
I love you, Bobby. Since I've met Mary virtually, we started to be on the phone more and more and more until it just became a mutual agreement that we would just...
A mutual agreement that involves you sitting on the toilet whilst you're on the phone to your girlfriend? How do we normalize this? What the hell is actually going on? I'm like really disturbed right now. Like legit, so disturbed right now. Like what is going on?
Just be on the phone 24/7. Whatever I do, I can do it with her on the phone. It doesn't bother me. Here you go. As long as I have internet connection. Or
you know what? You know what though? It bothers me. It bothers me. I kind of botched the intro there. I do apologize. But it bothers me. Because why am I seeing this? 3 minutes in and I'm seeing this guy on the toilet on FaceTime to his girl. Where do we go from here? Now that is the golden question. Where do we go from here? I'll tell you where we go. We go where we start off by liking this video, please, to help us grow in the YouTube algorithm, and also leaving comments down below if you dig what I'm saying. But with that being said, let's go.
I sent Mary some shirts that I would wear. I would sweat in them and make them smell like me, get some BO in there, and then I'd ship them over to Mary. And
I mean, okay, does anybody want me to, like, yo, let me know. Like, feel free to email me, DM me, you know what I mean? Like, if you want me to sweat in my clothes, or any of the stuff that I wear to the gym, you know what I mean? Like, if you want me to send it to you, let me know, and I'll happily send it to you. If that's the thing now, like, yo, legit, like, just let me know in it, okay? You know what? I'll charge you as well for that, to be fair. You want to hear what the hell is going on here? Imagine you sweat and send his tops. So it smells like him, but you know, by the time it gets there, by the time it gets to the Philippines, it no longer smells like you. It smells like you. No, by the time it gets to the Philippines, it would smell like what you would smell like if you didn't clean for like days, maybe even months. Because if you contain something that is sweat in a package, that in that package, all it gets is just that sweat, and then all of a sudden it's gonna stink even more. So by the time it gets there, what's there to smell? She's not smelling you. She's smelling you like if you haven't had a wash for like forever. Like, yo, make that make sense. All you're gonna do, put air freshener in it when you send it away? Well, then it smell like air freshener then, wouldn't it now? Lord of mercy on my soul. Oh my goodness. Because I know there is no next day delivery on from the US to the Philippines. And even if there was, it would still stink worse. Anyway, man, whatever. Let's just continue with this nonsense.
she also has 8 tattoos total. 2 or 3 of them have my name on it. So yeah, that's a big deal.
Why? Why? I mean, listen, we haven't even got to why they like this. You know, because these two have serious insecurities. Because both of them have had their heart broken in the past by somebody else. And because of that, this is how they both decide to behave. How can you have nearly 8 tattoos though with some guy's name that you've never met though? Like, can we make sense out of that? This is so hard to stomach, you know what I mean? Like, really freaking hard to stomach.
Hi, my name's Brandon. I scheduled a teeth cleaning for 11 a.m. We have very similar past histories. Our exes cheated on us, and...
Oh, cry me a river.
contributes to our insecurities and jealousy issues. And so being on the phone 24/7 helps give that reassurance that we're not doing anything that we shouldn't be.
You can't make sense out of people that lack common sense. Like, yo, bro, that makes no freaking sense. You're on the phone to 24/7 to make sure that you're both not doing anything that you both shouldn't be doing. So basically, your whole relationship is not based on trust. Well, like, where is the trust in your relationship? You guys don't have trust in your relationship. Why are you two so backwards? Do you two need help? Can somebody explain to me what the hell is going on here? Like, come on, man. This is nonsense. Oh. I mean, listen, they've both got, you know what though? I will say this though, something that they both have in common, which is probably the biggest problem to why they are both the way they are. And it's not because they've both been in relationships and the people that they're with, you know, broke their hearts or whatever. Well, obviously that plays a part, but that's not the core. The core is that him himself in particular, he lost his mum. Well, no, she didn't die so bad. Obviously, his mum lost custody of him when she was younger because, you know, she had a drinking problem. And then obviously he was with his dad, but then that didn't really go well. So now he lives with his godparents. But then with her now, her parents dropped her and her brother off to her nan's house, to her granddad and grandma's house, whatever. Just what I'm saying. So they both have that feeling, that feeling of being never being loved, you know, being let down, being left behind by their parents. You see what I'm saying? So because they both have that, they're both too eager to fill in that void. And listen, I know all about that. I feel exactly the same. Do you know what I mean? Okay, I also didn't have but I definitely, and I had a path myself where I was looking to fill in that void. You see what I'm saying? To bring someone in my life who can just love me, blah blah blah, all that kind of mumbo jumbo stuff that I didn't get right. And I understand that, but these two need to wake their F up, because what they're doing is making things worse for each other. They have to learn to trust, you know what I mean? Now, when I say trust, it doesn't necessarily mean learn to trust other people. My thing was learn to trust, like, myself. And when I say what I mean is, like, I've learned to trust that whatever choice that I make in life, even if I end up getting hurt or backstab, whatever, I'm not even going to care to blame that person. I'm going to be like, listen, well, at least I made the choice to go into it and I trusted myself in that situation. And if somebody else broke the trust on that, like, how can I make sense that this makes sense? It makes sense to me because it works for me. Okay, it's my own mechanism. You know what I mean? Like I can't break my own trust, and nobody else can ever break my own trust. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I can never really be let down because I prepare. You know, I know what I'm saying, man. Anyway, let's just continue with these two foolish people.
Dream world, me interacting with another woman would never happen. I wouldn't be able to talk to another woman even at like a grocery store. She gets insecure and jealous and.
Brandon, everything that you're saying sounds so freaking healthy, man. So healthy. I'm so happy for you, bro.
It can turn into a huge fight. Is it okay if I put the phone up somewhere where my significant other can see me?
Of course.
Man brings his girlfriend to the dentist on a phone. I mean, listen, sometimes people go dentists and whatnot with their partners because maybe they're scared or whatever it could be. Or they have plans that day and obviously they just go and do it together, all that kind of stuff. But this guy literally brings his girlfriend on FaceTime to dentist because she is too nervous about him being with a female dentist. And you know when you're talking and you're processing everything that you're saying, you're like, this is actually coming out of my mouth right now. Never in my life did I ever think I'd be saying any of these things. Actually, forget that. Never in my life did I ever think I'd be saying any things that I say when it comes to 90 Day Fiancé. That's just the bottom line.
Your first love?
No, it's not.
Well, I'm going to go show Dr. Cammy your films, and we'll be right back in, okay?
Okay.
Why would, listen, the question is this your first love? Why would you say no? I want to know what made him think that saying no was going to be a good answer. Is this guy healthy? Obviously not.
Okay, thank you.
Listen, man, if looks could kill over the phone, goddamn.
Are you crying?
You lied to me. You said I'm your first love, but now you said I'm not.
What she means by that is like first girlfriend.
You know, I ain't gonna play the rest of that nonsense, man. I can man sit there and say, oh no, I meant first girlfriend. How does love and first girlfriend have the same connection? Yeah, anyway, we proceed with the rest of this shambolic nonsense.
But even though I love him so much, I sometimes unplug the router when I go out, and then I tell him that we have power outages here.
When there's one rule for me and another one for you. Alright, so when you go out with your friends, her male friends, she makes herself unavailable and claims that the internet is gone, when in reality that hasn't happened. She's doing it herself. Oh, you gotta love the trust that they have in this relationship, haven't you? The truth, the trust and the truth, everything. Oh my goodness. Wow, pathetic.
Trust me, but he doesn't trust people around me.
Other people.
Like,
you know what, the honesty, what's about to come is just, yeah.
when I was in college, I have this friend. Brendan is jealous about it, and he wants me to stop dance, so I stopped dancing. And then I lost my scholarship because of that.
Like, that's just so messed up. Like, she talks about how her past relationship wasn't a good one. The guy wasn't good for her. So therefore she ends up, you know, with Brandon, who she believes is better for her. But then Brandon legit got her to lose her own scholarship due to his own insecurities. How does that make him any better than your previous partner? The matter of fact is both of these two have serious insecurities and it is not good to the slightest. At the end of the day, this guy fully made sure that he ruined her career moving forward, because if she went forward with dancing or anything like that, he knew that she was going to come across other men, all that kind of stuff. Really, how do you jeopardize someone else's future? Like, the level of selfishness behind that is surreal.
So that's why I leave college. I feel sad because I lost my school, my dance, and then I stopped my modeling because
You don't feel sad, because if you felt sad, you'd never done it. You'd have never done it, you fool.
he's jealous of my pictures. I don't like just staying home, doing nothing. But I feel like I need to give up all of that, because if I didn't,
There's no point of even finishing that sentence. Do you feel like you should give all that stuff up? For what? For Brandon? Are you okay? A boy that you had never even met. How do you lose your scholarship, give up your modeling for someone that you haven't even met? And bear in mind, these two are only 23 years of age. How they are this messed up at 23 is wild to me. Like, yo, this ain't healthy to the slightest.
My mother lives with female roommates, and Mary doesn't want me over there with any of them. I feel like I'm being pulled from my siblings and my mom from one side and pulled from Mary.
So right now, he's meeting up with his mum, sister, and little brother. And Mary's on the phone, but Mary's on the phone on mute. Because Mary doesn't want to have to say anything because, you know, well, Mary doesn't get along with the family. In fact, Mary doesn't even like him spending time with his own sister because she's a girl. So he doesn't actually go out. He doesn't actually go and spend time with his mum or his sister ever. Now, obviously, when it comes to his mum is back in his life. And she's now been 1 year sober. And she's trying to make better, you know. So I guess shout out to her for the 1 year, right? Even though 1 year doesn't mean a goddamn thing, but conversation for another time. Either way, though, he can't spend time with his own sibling, with his own mother, because the female's pretty much in a nutshell. I don't know what's going through Mary's mind, but does she think that he's going to do some madness with his own family members? I mean, it sadly happens in this world, but come on.
It sucks that it spills over into the family dynamic. You can't come see me because I live in a house with females. You can't spend time with your siblings because she's a female and she has...
Sorry, but you know what? The more and more I listen to this stuff, man, I just sit and I say to myself, is this actually real? This can't be freaking real.
As friends, possibly, that might come over.
Gabby, are you okay? Gabby?
Of course, Gabby. I'm not but Mary. I don't know if it's Gabby. Of course, she breaks down. Of course, she starts soaking. I've had enough. But listen, it's going to be an interesting season with these two. Very interesting season with these two. I kind of feel like if they had a kid, they would have been unexpected. But it's weird though, because they're both 23, so obviously they couldn't have been in there because obviously you have to be like a teen, you know. But when I look at them both, they both look like teenagers. That's just, yeah, wild, yeah. Anyway, either way though, I guess we're going to find out obviously what happens next week. And yeah, we'll go from there. You know what I mean? But you guys let me know what you're thinking down below and we'll talk about it. Don't forget to like, sub, and of course, peace.